Hey there, Jake from Drone Tech. Today we're going to be looking at a new backpack case for the Inspire 1 and the Inspire 1 Pro made by GPC. Now, we were lucky enough to get our hands on a pre-production version of this case. This case will not actually be available until late spring of 2016, so if you're interested in doing a pre-order on this, there is a link in the video description below where you can do so. So let's take a look at the outside of the case first. On the very front, you have two large compartments. The one on the bottom is meant for a laptop. It fit my MacBook Pro quite nicely, 15-inch. And on the top, you have an area for two iPads to use in the control system. There's some other accessory pouches in there as well. Also on the front, you have a MOLLE storage system, which allows you to attach accessories. And the two accessory pouches that came with this case where one is the size of the X5 camera gimbal box, and you can use that for either the X5 or any other accessory. And the other is an Osmo sized one. It fits the Osmo case perfectly. And when we're traveling around and using the Osmo, it's great to just attach it onto a system and have a place for it. And both sides of the case have a tall zipper compartment that fit the blades really well. So you can get a couple sets of blades in each side and have plenty to fly with. So on the back of the case, you'll see the 1-inch foam paddings, and they have a pretty big spacer in between them that allow for a lot of airflow. Now, we found there to be a lot of padding on the waist strap and the shoulder straps, which made the pack really quite comfortable when hiking up and down the mountain. Now, the top handle and the shoulder straps are attached to a G10 fiberglass plate that's made right into the foam in the inside of the case. It's really nice because when you're carrying this thing around, you're actually carrying the foam. You're not carrying it around by its cloth outside. Alright, so let's open up the case and take a look inside. Now, what I really like about this case is how customizable it is. They give us a few options. Now, we're flying with an X5, so we're going to need to remove the insert that holds the X3 gimbal, but it does accommodate the X5. In addition, towards the back, you'll see that there's a cutout for a second radio. And what's nice about that is if you use a second radio, you can pull the insert out and slide the radio in. If you don't, then you have a space for another battery. Now, when we were removing these inserts, we noticed that there were different types of foam used. At the very top, you have a soft to the touch foam. In the center, it's really a high density, it's a hard foam. And on the bottom, they use the soft foam again. Now, that hard foam in the center really stiffens up the case and makes it really sturdy when you're carrying it around. In addition to the high density foam, there's a 2-inch Velcro strip right behind the zipper all the way around this case, which really makes the fabric stick to the foam insert. Alright, so let's load it up and see how it works. 3 batteries, both radios, the X5, and then the quadcopter. So once we zip it up, then we can add our tablets and our laptop. On the top, we're going to put a iPad mini and a iPad Air. The cloth flap in between the two iPads has a little bit of foam in it, so it keeps the iPads from banging against each other when you're walking around or hiking or jumping around, whatever you're doing. And on the back end of the flap, we have an accessory compartment for some small memory cards or cables. You could probably even fit a charger in there if you wanted to. So in the bottom compartment, we are going to put in a 15-inch MacBook Pro, and plenty of room for that. Nice padding and protection for the laptop. And then its charger and cables and whatnot can go in there as well. There seems to be plenty of room inside of that compartment for additional items. Alright, so a quick overview on the Inspire 1 backpack by GPC. It fits both the X3 and the X5 cameras. It is 24 inches by 20.5 by 10 inches. It is 8 pounds empty and about 30 pounds full, and that included the 2 controllers, the laptop, all the chargers and accessories and whatnot. If you found this video useful, please like it, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. As I mentioned earlier in the video, this case will not be available until late spring in 2016, so if you're interested in pre-order, please use the link in the video description below to contact GPC.